Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice and they call me Bear for short. Today it's not quilting. It's my 70th birthday. Yeah, I've got a quilt that I'm doing, but it's not about that. So I thought I'd share what I got, how I went on today. Didn't do anything special. I don't want anything special, but I've got a great bunch of friends around me, you know. I've got quite a few cards. Some with 70. When you see that 70, I've been playing on this for 6 months or a year. Next birthday, 70. But when you see it, you think, I'm 70. Yeah, I was thinking about my husband, like, for my 50th, my last birthday with him was my 50th, like, so, you know, you look back and stuff like that. But yeah, I've had a great day. I don't ask for a lot, but I've had a great day. So, what did I get, eh? Let's show off. Got this lovely mug from my son. Apparently my mum is just completely smashing, so I am. It's a kind of 3D there, and there's a top mum on the top there. Isn't that lovely? It's quite thick. I won't use it. It's an ornament. Pick some pens or something in it, you know. I've got a couple of bits from some friends. Bees. So, hold on, I've got a bag within a bag. So I've got a bee key ring. Might just share it. And a little tiny, this laugh, Viv, I'm going to put this onto my quilters group as well. So Viv got me this little bee, and I had to laugh because she put it in a little green bag, and then it was a load of tissue, and I thought, when am I going to get to them? This is kind of small. I thought it was the socks they keep things drying, you know. Yeah, it's a lovely little bee with a little gem at the bottom, so that's quite good. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I think that will go on like a charm bracelet. I have got some charm bracelets. Then I got, look at that. That's one of them needle holders things, you know, you put on there and yeah, magnetic. So, yeah. And I've got these tiny, tiny hexagons. And the lady that, yes, Bex, you, she made something with these, you know, and I thought, I have made small ones, but not that small. Look at them. And of course it's like honeycomb as well. So yeah, I'll make a little bag. I want to make some bags. So I want to make a little bag with incorporating them templates, hexagons. I love hexagons, but I haven't hand sewn for a while. So, and some hand cream, because the lady, yes, Kathy, I don't know if she'll watch this or not. She goes on, because I bite my nails, and then I grow them, and then I put the varnish on, and that stops me biting them. But when I go into a mental turmoil, I don't get down the road to get them done, so then I bite them again. Yeah, circle. So she's put this hand and nail care, and I thought, yeah, that's a hint for me, like, you know. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, so, but my son, let me sort my fabrics there. Yeah, I've got fabrics, as if I haven't got enough. But my son bought me this Cave Facet, and it's, hold on, it's a Bargello kit. I'm well prepared as usual. Hold on a minute, I've got a picture here somewhere. So this is Bargello. I have made a 2 or 3 Bargellos, so that's not too hard for me, you know. I'm not out of my comfort zone. But Cave Facet, I had to open it. I didn't want to open the packet until I got to it. But of course, I had to go and see what's in it. You know, you could look on the picture, and they lovely. I love purple, so I do. Yeah, I need to get mine more purple than red in my hair. So, yeah, but they got blacks on that as well in it. So, and he knows I like black and white. So there's 14 fat quarters there. And as I said, I don't think I might have bought 1 or 2 Cave Facet. Because when you buy something like this, to my mind, beautiful fabric, patterns, aren't they? It's by, what's his name? It's Free Spirit. Some of them by his, give me a minute. I've forgotten his name. Brady, is it? Brady? I've forgotten. Anyway, when you get these patterns, especially the big flowers that he does, you think, I don't want to cut this, you know, so I'm always hesitant because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But of course this comes in a kit, so there's no arguments like. But these are not great big flowers either. Give me a sec, I think this is a lovely one though. See, now if I'd bought that, you know, in a metre, half metre, that would have sent me into a panic. How do I cut that without ruining it? You know what I mean? Because the flowers are so beautiful, aren't they? Philip Jacobs, that's the name. Because Brady is his partner, isn't it? If I think, you know, in real life. But anyway, so I got that, 14 of them. I've got to sort that out. And when we were having our quilt show a couple of weeks ago and buying fabric, a friend came up and said, I'd actually bought some fabric, went back, it's in 2 halls, went back in the hall, and a friend of mine said, Sue, this is all your fault. Said, look at this. Oh, I said, I've just spent money. Now I've got to buy another one. So of course, while I was there, I had another mooch around. So I picked up some of these kind of Christmassy fabrics. I thought, I do love this blue. Isn't it gorgeous? Look. And it's twinkly. So I thought, yeah, I can do something. Blue poinsettias there. So I had this pile. And what I'd done is, my back was curled, you know, I can't stand for long. So I said to the woman behind the counter, like, I said, could you put them up on the shelf at the minute and I'll come back later when it's a wee bit not so busy, like. And she said, yeah. And I was going out, another friend said to me, I need you to pick some fabrics. I said, what for? Your birthday? I said, well, I've got a few in there, right? So I thought, you know, if you want to buy me one or maybe 2, yeah, that's fair enough. So anyway, I was pottering around doing whatever, like. And at the end of the morning, I said, Heather said to me, hold on a minute, I cut that bit out, I think. So she said to me, come and pick some fabric. I said, well, I got some on the shelf there. I left them there, like. She says, right, I'll go and have a look. So anyway, so as the morning went on, I said, Heather, I need to pick this, pay for this. So I do. She said, no, it's done. I said, what? You know, five bits there was, and they're half meters. So she bought me them. But as well as that, on Wednesday I had a cake. There was a bit of a panic because the person who was making the cake, they couldn't make it that day. They had a little bit of a family emergency. So anyway, someone else, because I saw all the WhatsApp, like, and they're all panicking because everybody's probably going to want to buy a cake when it end up with 20. So anyway, they organised it without me knowing that they got a cake for me. Somebody had to buy one for me. So we had the cake on Wednesday. So that was a good morning. Then on Thursday morning, I went to the local coffee thing that's once a month, like. So I took 2 trays of cupcakes. There was about 20 old people. Yeah, I'm old. So anyway, we had all these cupcakes. And do you want to take them home? No, I've had enough cake, you know. So that's fine. This morning I went to another cup of coffee morning. That's once a week, a little marketplace in our village, like. And I got a cup of tea and a biscuit there, but I got them free. I usually have to pay £1.50, but yeah, I got them free, so that was fine, like. And then my friend came, I'm trying to think, before I had to take my son to the dentist, or we had to go together with him. And so she came with a cake, and my son bought me a cake this morning as well as a present, you see. So I've got 2 cakes out there, which I'll show you. So yeah, and I got another friend to come in tomorrow with a birthday present because she couldn't make it and I couldn't get the 2 of us together today. So I hope she don't bring a cake. Got cakes. So I've had a wonderful day. Some people said to me that I've spoken to through the day, like, or even through this week, are you doing anything special? I don't need to do anything special. My life's special. I have wonderful friends around me. And, you know, these 3 places that I've been, you know, different people, like, you know. And considering where I was just a few years ago, my 60th birthday, I was on my own, crying my eyes out with nothing, you know. So this is great. This is fantastic. I have all I need, You know what I mean? I have good, supportive friends around me, and that's what you need when, especially when you suffer your mental health. It's hard to do because it's hard to get that initial thing go, but once they know how to get you out of it or sort you out, sort of thing. And I'm in the best place ever. You know what I mean? I really, really am. I don't need any more. Said to my son I wanted a new car. He says you're never out enough to go in it, which is true. You know, I'd like it parked outside. No, I'm joking. I don't need anything, you know. I can call a friend and they'd help me if I was in trouble, sort of thing. And I know that. And I have to remember that when I'm feeling down like that. I'm worth it. You know, somebody wrote in a car, you're inspirational, you're worth it. And you forget these things when you're down on your knees. I call it down on my knees, like, you know, mentally. So I like to, I like to talk about this because it's been part of my life for so long, my mental health, that it has to be open for people to know. I don't mind telling people. I'm an open book, like, and I seem to get it across all right and they're fine. And I go on to a different subject anyway. But I do take the mick because I says I got a badge. That's just in case I forget my age because I'm getting old apparently. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of outline of what I've been doing today and this week, like. So I do like to thank you for supporting me as well. You know, there are some regulars here that send me comments quite regularly and things like that. And I do appreciate it, and it really, really helps. And don't forget that if you're having trouble in your life, that this two-way street. So what you give, you get back. That's what I say. I know what I give. Yeah, take me 70 years to find out. But I get back as well, big time, you know. So remember these things. You have to remember these things. I call it retraining this, you know. When you've had a lifetime of whatever, you need to retrain this brain and remember. So, yeah. So, girls, if you're listening to this, thank you very much. You mean so much more than you'll ever know. I know I've said it before, but I mean it so sincerely. I'm getting choked just thinking about it. Yeah, I made 70. I'm absolutely over the moon, like, you know, because my husband died at 64, and that was a big mark when I got to that one. But yeah, I'm in an absolute great place. So thank you all. Thank you for my viewers as well. And I'll say bye. I better stop, eh? Talk for England, me. Right, bye for now. And all take care of yourselves.